students, welcome to maths class. Today I am going to teach you chapter number 7, variation. Let's see the first situation. Here in this picture, if the rate of notebook is rupees 240 per dozen, what is the cost of 3 notebook? Also find the cost of 9 notebooks, 24 notebooks and 50 notebooks, and complete the following table. Here you can see in this picture one shopkeeper is selling book to customer. Now here number of notebooks are given in this column, and cost in rupees is given. So number of notebook is x and cost in rupees is y. So here for 12 notebook cost is 240 and for one notebook cost is rupees 20. So here we will write one book cost is 20, that means 50 book cost is how much? So 20 multiplied by 50. Simple we have to do here multiplication. Now here for 3 notebook we have to just 3 multiply by 20. Okay, so here one book is equal to rupees 20. For 3 book is equal to 20 multiplied by 3, that is 60 rupees. So here for 3 book we have to pay here 60 rupees. Okay, and now we will calculate for 9 and 24 and 50. Okay, so if the cost of one book is 20, then the 9 book is, so 20 multiplied by 9, that is 180 rupees. Is that clear? So 9 book is equal to 20 multiplied by 9 is equal to rupees 180. Is that clear? Now let's check the other one. 24 books is equal to 20 multiplied by 24. 20 multiplied by 24. So here we get rupees 480. Okay. Now after this, 50 books is equal to 20 multiplied by 50. We get here 1000. Is that clear, my dear students? In this example, we know that cost of one book is rupees 20 and we have to find the other notebook cost. Okay, that means 9 notebook cost, 24 notebook cost, 50 notebooks cost and 3 notebook cost. That is why we have simply multiplied by 20, because cost of one notebook is rupees 20 rupees. Okay, so here for 3 notebook 60 rupees, because 20 into 3 60, 20 into 9 180, 20 into 24 that is 480, and 20 into 50 that is 1000. So simply we did here multiplication with 20 and we get here after multiplying we get here 60 rupees, 180 rupees, 480 rupees and 1000 rupees. Is that clear, my dear students? So simple and so easy na, because we know that here number of book for 12 notebook cost is 240, and for same one notebook cost is rupees 20. That means simply we have to do here multiplication with 20 and we get here answer 60 rupees, 180 rupees, 480 rupees and 1000. So this is called as a variation. Variation means changes. Okay, if we buy more, that means we have to pay more amount. If we buy less, that means we have to pay less amount. Is that clear? If a person buy one notebook, that means he have to pay 20 rupees. But the same person, if he buy 50 notebook, that means he have to pay 1000 rupees. Is that clear, my dear students? So here 12 upon 240 is equal to 12 multiplied by 1 upon 12 multiplied by 20. So here after dividing this 2, we get here 1 upon 20. 12 के टेबल से ही आपको डिवाइड करना है. सो 12 1 is 12 and 12 20 is 240. Is that clear? So 1 upon 20. Now 3 upon 60 था ना, तो 3 1 is 3, 3 20 is 60. देखिए सबका आंसर 1 upon 20 आ रहा है डिवाइड होने के बाद. 9 upon 180, so 9 1 is 9, 9 20 is 180. 1 upon 20 मिल रहा है ना. अभी यहाँ पर 24 upon 480 था, तो 24 1 is 24 and 24 20 is 480. Is that clear? So simply हम यहाँ पर लिखेंगे 24 1 is 24 and 24 20s है, so 1/20. 50/1000, so 50 ones are 50, and 50 into 20, 1000, so 1/20. 1/20 is nothing but 1 into 1, 1 ones are 1, and 1 into 20, 20. So after dividing all this, we get here constant value 1/20. That means there is no change in this constant value. सभी को आप देख सकते हो, all the 6 example we get here after dividing 1/20. Is that clear? So is it so simple ना? अगर हम डिवाइड करते हैं तो हमको कितना आंसर आता है? 1/20 मिलता है, यानी कि न्यूमरेटर 1 और डिनोमिनेटर 20. जो हमारा 1 नोटबुक का कॉस्ट था, 1 नोटबुक का कॉस्ट था ₹20, तो हमको ये मिल रहा है. इज़ दैट क्लियर? तो सिंपली आपको वही टेबल में डिवाइड करना है, यानी कि आपको 12 के टेबल में 240 देखना है, कब मिलेगा? तो 20 मिलेगा. 3 के टेबल में 60 कब मिलेगा? तो 20 मिलेगा. 9 के टेबल में 180 कब मिलेगा? तो 20. सिमिलरली 24 के टेबल में ही आपको देखना है कि 480 कब डिवाइड होगा? तो 20 डिवाइड होगा. 50 के टेबल में 1000 कब डिवाइड होगा? तो 50 के टेबल में 20 ही 1000 डिवाइड होगा. यानी कि इन सभी एग्जाम्पल को जब हम डिवाइड करते हैं उसी के पर्टिकुलर नंबर से, तो हमको 1/20 मिलता है. Now let's see
direct variation
means if one quantity increases, other quantity also increases,
or
vice versa. Direct variation is nothing but अगर किसी see here x and y are the same proportion, x और y दोनों ही same proportion है, यानी कि अगर किसी एक चीज़ का प्राइस बढ़ता है at the same time दूसरे का प्राइस भी बढ़ जाएगा. Is that clear? Is that clear? यानी कि यहाँ पर हमको कंपेयर करना है टू क्वांटिटी के साथ. So x and y are direct variation. X and y are in same proportion and x and y are in direct variation. यानी कि हमें यहाँ पर कंपेयर करना है और हमको बताना है कि x and y सेम प्रोपोर्शन है, और वो कैसे है? डायरेक्ट प्रोपोर्शन है. ठीक है, यानी कि अगर फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल अगर आप लोग कम पेट्रोल अगर अपने कार में फ़िल करते हो तो आपको कम प्राइस पे करना होगा. एट द सेम टाइम अगर आप ज़्यादा पेट्रोल फिल करते हो कार में तो आपको ज़्यादा पे करना होगा. सो हियर दिस साइन इज़ नोन एज अ वेरिएशन साइन. एक्स वेरीज वाई, दैट इज़ नथिंग बट एक्स इज इक्वल टू के वाई, और वी कैन से के इज इक्वल टू एक्स अपॉन वाई. Equation of direct variation. This is known as a equation of direct variation where k is constant. Constant means the value never change. So my dear students, these are the basic concept of direct variation which we are going to use when we are solving practice set 7.1, where k is constant, and you have to remember this and you have to use this equation when we are solving practice set 7.1. So x is equal to ky or k is equal to x upon y. This we have to remember when we are solving practice set 7.1, because k is the constant term. Okay, x is equal to ky or k is equal to x upon y. So this is written in a fractional form, or x is equal to ky is an equational form where k is the constant term. Now my dear students, same technique when we are using when we are solving practice set 7.1. Okay, so now let's solve practice set 7.1. Here question number 1 says that write the following statement using the symbol of variation. Yes, you have to write this statement while using symbol of variation. Yes, symbol of variation. This is the symbol of variation. This symbol you have to use when you are presenting your answer. Now first question says that circumference C of a circle is directly proportional to its radius R. Now here circumference C represent circumference and R represent radius. Okay, in this circle C represents circumference and R represent radius, and we have to use here symbol of variation. So C varies R. Now this is the symbol for variation, or we can say that symbol of variation. Okay, so just we have to write this C varies R. This symbol is known as variation symbol. So symbol of variation, C varies R. Is that clear, my dear students? So circumference C and radius is R, directly proportional. So C varies R. This symbol represent variation symbol. Okay, my dear students. So C varies R. C is directly varies to R. C is the circumference and R is the radius. C varies R. Question number 2. Consumption of a petrol L in a car and distance traveled by the car is D are in direct proportion. So L varies D. L varies D. This is the symbol for variation. Okay, this symbol represents variation symbol. Only we have to show here symbol of variation. That's it. Letters are given. Consumption L is given and distance of a car D is given. So here we have to only represent the symbol of variation. So this symbol represent variation symbol. Okay, this is the variation symbol. So here we present L varies D. These two basic example which represent symbol of variation, which we have learned in practice set 7.1 question number 1. Here we saw the variation symbol. Okay, so this variation symbol we are going to use in other sums also, but we will add some more new thing which we are going to learn in the new question, that is question number 2, question number 3. Okay, so are you all ready to learn the new questions? Okay, now let's solve other question which is based on this. Now let's solve question number 2. Complete the following table considering that the cost of apple and their number are in direct variation. Number of apple X, cost of apples Y. 1 apple cost is 8 rupees. 4 apple cost is 32 rupees. Cost of apple Y is given 56. We have to find number of apple X. Cost of number of apple Y, number of apple X is given 12, but cost of apple we have to find here. Okay, so let's solve solution. X is the number of apples and Y is the cost of apples. X is the number of apples, that is 1, 4, 12. These all are the number of apple. And cost of apple is Y, that is 8, 32, 56 and 160. So here blanks we have to find. You can see this blanks. So this blanks we have to find here. So X is the number of apple and Y is the cost of apple. So 1 apple cost is 8 rupees. 4 apple cost is 32 rupees. Okay, so simply we have to here for finding cost of apple we have to multiply by 8, and for finding number of apple we have to divide by it. Just only we have to divide and multiplication. Number of apple के लिए हमको divide करना होगा और cost of apple find करने के लिए हमें multiply करना होगा. So as the number of apple increase, then the cost of apple also increase. अगर नंबर ऑफ एप्पल आप ज़्यादा परचेज कर रहे हो, दैट मीन्स हमको कॉस्ट भी ज़्यादा परचेज पे करना होगा. इज दैट क्लियर? दैट मीन्स अगर आप ज़्यादा परचेज करते हो तो आपको अमाउंट भी ज़्यादा परचेज करना होगा. सिंपली वी विल राइट हियर एक्स वेरीज वाई. X varies Y. This is the symbol for variation which we have learned in question number 1. So X varies Y, where X is equal to number of apple and Y is equal to cost of apple. So here cost of 1 apple is rupees 8. The equation of direct variation is X is equal to KY. So here K is constant. X is equal to ky, where k is constant, and the value for x is given here. We have to find here x value and here y's value given 56. So here we have to find this, but before this we will find this k, that is constant value. So x upon y is equal to k. X upon y is equal to k. Okay, so x is 1 and y is 8. So 1 upon 8 is equal to k. Okay, my dear students. So here we will write 1 upon 8 is equal to k. So k is nothing but k is constant value which is 1 upon 8. Okay. So here x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 8. We are solving sub question 1 here. So x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 8. So this equation we have to use here. X is equal to ky. So here x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 8. K is equal to x upon 1. That means 1 upon 8. So equation 1 we get here 1 upon 8. This is given in that table. Okay, 1 upon 8 is given in that table. Now next 4 upon 32. So now here x is 4 and y is how much? 32. So same like this we have to solve. X is equal to 1 and y is equal to 8, where x is equal to k y. So here x is not given. Sub question 3 we are solving. X is equal to, we don't know. Y is equal to cos, that is 56 is given. So k is equal to 1 upon 8. This is the constant value which we are going to use. X is equal to ky. Okay, so ky means k multiplied by y. So here x is equal to, we don't know, but we know that y is equal to 56. So x is equal to 56 multiplied by 1 upon 8. So 8 7s are 56. So x is equal to 7. So now here question number sub question 3 we get here 7. So x that is number of apple is 7 and cost of apple is 56, यानी कि 7 apple का cost था 56. Now let's solve sub question 4. X is equal to 12, यानी कि number of apple is 12, but we don't know the cost of apple. So k is equal to 1 upon 8, that is the constant value for all. X is equal to ky. That means x is how much? 12. 12 is equal to 1 upon 8 multiplied by y. Simply we will do here cross multiplication. Is equal to का साइन है तो हमें क्या करना है? क्रॉस मल्टीप्लीकेशन. सो y is equal to 12 into 8. 12 will multiply by 8. So 12 8s are 96. So y is equal to 96. That means cost of 12 apple is 96 rupees. Cost of 12 apple is 96 rupees. Now last sub question, that is x is equal to find and y is equal to 160. K is equal to 1 upon 8. 1 upon 8 is the constant value. X is equal to ky. This is the equation. Now x value we don't know. X is equal to 1 upon 8 multiplied by 160. Simply we have to divide. So 8 divided by 160. We get here 20. So now x is equal to 20. यानी कि number of apple is 20 rupees when cost is 160. Is that clear my dear students? So simple. Now 1 upon 8 is the constant value. 1 upon 8 is the constant value for all these sub questions. Now here we use this equation, that is x is equal to ky. यानी कि जब आपके पास कॉस्ट ऑफ एप्पल और नंबर ऑफ एप्पल था, आपको नंबर ऑफ एप्पल फाइंड करने के लिए डिवाइड करना पड़ा और कॉस्ट ऑफ एप्पल फाइंड करने के लिए सिंपली आपने 8 से मल्टीप्लाई किए. और कॉस्ट ऑफ एप्पल के लिए आपने क्या किया? मल्टीप्लाई किए 8 से, और नंबर ऑफ एप्पल के लिए आपने डिवाइड किए. सो 1 upon 8, 4 upon 32, 7 upon 56. नाउ हियर दिस वी हैव फाइंड. ओके, 56 कितने? 7 एप्पल बाय किए. 12 एप्पल के लिए हमने 96 रुपीज़ पे किए. 160 रुपीज़ में हमने 20 एप्पल्स बाय किए. इज दैट क्लियर? दैट मीन्स 1 एप्पल कॉस्ट इज 8 रुपीज़ एंड 160 में हमने 20 एप्पल्स बाय किए. 12 एप्पल हमने 96 रुपीज़ में बाय किए. नंबर ऑफ एप्पल 7 थे और रुपीज़ कितना था? 56 पे किए. यानी कि 56 रुपीज़ में हमने 7 एप्पल बाय किए. यानी कि 1 एप्पल का कॉस्ट था 8 रुपीज़. जब हम नंबर ऑफ एप्पल फाइंड कर रहे थे तब हम डिवाइड कर रहे थे 8 से, और कॉस्ट ऑफ एप्पल फाइंड करने के लिए हम मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे थे. नाउ लेट्स सॉल्व क्वेश्चन नंबर 5. y varies directly as square root of x. y varies directly as square root of x. That means y varies x. When x is equal to 16 and y is equal to 24, find the constant of the variation and equation of variation. Simple, it is very simple. So y varies x, where x is equal to 16 and y is equal to 24. So first we will write solution. X is equal to 16 and y is equal to 24. Okay, so first y varies directly as square root of x. This is the given. Y varies square root of x. Y varies square root of x. Now here y value is 24. So 24. Okay, y is equal to kx. After this we will write equation. Y varies square root of x. So y is equal to kx. Okay, or we can say that y varies, yes, the equation of direct variation is y varies root x. Okay, y is equal to k root x. Y is equal to k root x. K is constant. Y is equal to 24. X is equal to 16. K is equal to, we have to find, because we have to find this constant variation of an equation of a variation. Okay, so constant variation and equation of a variation. So first we are going to find constant of variation. So here y is equal to 24 and x is equal to 16. Square root of 16 is 4. Square root of 16 is 4. This you have to remember. So first we will write constant of variation. So first 24 is equal to k root 16. So square root of 16 is 4. So 24 is equal to k multiplied by 4 because square root of 16 is 4. Now here k को साइड में लेना है और 24 और 4 को डिवाइड करना है. So 4 के टेबल में 24 कब डिवाइड होगा? 6. So k is equal to 6. Now here we get constant value. So constant value is how much? 6. So k is equal to 6 is the constant value. Is that clear, my dear students? So simple na. So the constant of variation is 6 and the equation of variation is y is equal to 6 root x. Y is equal to 6 root x. 6 is the constant variation. So constant variation is 6 and equation of variation is y is equal to 6 root x. यानी कि आपको जो इक्वेशन था y इज इक्वल टू k रूट एक्स, वहाँ पर आपको k को रिमूव करना है और वहाँ पर k के प्लेस पे 6 को इंक्लूड करना है. दिस यू हैव टू रिमेंबर व्हेन यू आर फाइंडिंग कांस्टेंट ऑफ वेरिएशन एंड इक्वेशन ऑफ वेरिएशन. Okay, so simply the value of constant is 6 and equation of variation is y is equal to 6 root x. Now let's solve question number 6. The total remuneration paid to laborer employed to harvest soya bean is in direct variation. This is the farm of soya bean. Okay, now the number of worker who are work in this farm, they get रेम्यूनरेशन. ठीक है, जो हमारे इस फार्म में वर्क करते हुए आपको नज़र आ रहे हैं उनको हम क्या पे करेंगे? रेम्यूनरेशन. टोटल रेम्यूनरेशन पेड टू लेबरर. जैसे एम्प्लॉय को सैलरी मिलती है वैसे लेबरर को रेम्यूनरेशन मिलता है. तो एम्प्लॉयज़ जो है उनको और लेबरर को हम रेम्यूनरेशन पे करेंगे. सो लेट एक्स बी द टोटल रेम्यूनरेशन पेड टू लेबर एंड वाई बी द नंबर ऑफ लेबर्स. हमें ये भी तो पता होना चाहिए ना कि कितने लेबर्स ने हमारे सोयाबीन के फार्म में हार्वेस्टिंग किए हैं. तो उनके लिए वाई रखे और एक्स रेम्यूनरेशन के लिए. एज द नंबर ऑफ लेबर इंक्रीज देन द रेम्यूनरेशन पेड टू द लेबर ऑल्सो इंक्रीज. अगर हमारे फार्म में ज़्यादा लेबर्स अगर वर्क करते हैं तो हमको ज़्यादा रेम्यूनरेशन पे करना होगा. इज दैट क्लियर? एज द नंबर ऑफ लेबर इंक्रीज देन द रेम्यूनरेशन पेड टू लेबर ऑल्सो इंक्रीज. इज दैट क्लियर? यानी कि अगर ज़्यादा लेबर आपके सोयाबीन फार्म में वर्क कर रहे हैं यानी कि आपको उनको ज़्यादा अमाउंट पे करना होगा क्योंकि ज़्यादा पर्सन इन्वॉल्व है ना, इसलिए. ठीक है, द मोर द पर्सन मोर अमाउंट वी हैव टू पे. सो वाई वेरीज एक्स. हियर वाई इज़ वेरीज टू एक्स. नंबर ऑफ लेबर के लिए हमने वाई रखे हैं और रेम्यूनरेशन के लिए एक्स रखे. तो वाई जो है वो वेरीज करता है एक्स से. तो पहले आप वाई रखोगे. मैनी स्टूडेंट हैज़ दिस कन्फ्यूजन. हमेशा बच्चों को कन्फ्यूजन रहता है कि y पहले लिखना है क्या x पहले लिखना है. तो डोंट वरी, जो नंबर ऑफ लेबर है ना उसको हम पहले रखेंगे. तो y वेरीज x. ठीक है, पहले वो लेबर आएगा आपके फार्म में काम करेगा वर्क करेगा देन उसको मनी दी जाएंगी. तो मनी के लिए हमने x रखे है रेम्यूनरेशन पेड यानी कि x जो है वो रेम्यूनरेशन है पैसा है और y जो है वो लेबर है. सो y वेरीज x. रिमेंबर दिस, याद रखना. नंबर ऑफ लेबर जो है वो फर्स्ट रहेंगे बाद में उनका पैसा रहेगा. तो y वेरीज x. दिस सिंबल रिप्रेजेंट वेरिएशन. इसके बाद आप लिखे होंगे y इज इक्वल टू kx. आपको डायरेक्ट वेरिएशन का इक्वेशन लिखना है. यहाँ पर डायरेक्ट वेरिएशन का इक्वेशन को भी आपको यहाँ पर शो करना है. Okay, so here you are going to show the direct variation equation. After this you have to write y is equal to kx. Okay, and k is the constant value. First we are finding the constant value. जो आपको constant value मिलेंगी उसी से आपको आगे वर्क ऑन करना है. लेकिन सबसे पहले आपको ये बेसिक कंसेप्ट है जो याद रखना है. y जो है वो नंबर ऑफ लेबर है और x जो है वो क्या है? टोटल रेम्यूनरेशन पेड है. द इक्वेशन ऑफ डायरेक्ट वेरिएशन इज इक्वल टू y इज इक्वल टू kx where k is the constant. K is a constant term. Okay my dear students, so this you have to remember. Y is equal to kx. This is the direct variation equation. So y is equal to 1000, x is equal to 4. This is given in question. Y is equal to 1000. रुपीज़, y इज इक्वल टू रुपीज़ 1000 एंड x इज इक्वल टू 4, यानी कि लेबर कितने हैं 4 और रेम्यूनरेशन कितना पे कर रहे हैं 1000. सो k इज इक्वल टू y is equal to kx. Okay, y is equal to kx. So 1000 is equal to k multiply by 4. k को आपको साइड में लेना है, 10,000 यहाँ पर 1000 को डिवाइड करना है 4 से, यू गेट हियर k is equal to 250. इज दैट क्लियर? यानी कि 1000 को आप 4 से जब डिवाइड करते हो तो 4 1 ज़ 4, 4 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 250, वी गेट हियर 1000. सो आफ्टर डिविजन वी गेट हियर 250. सो k इज इक्वल टू 250. ओके, सो कांस्टेंट वैल्यू मिलती है 250. सो अभी ना यहाँ पर y इज इक्वल टू हमको फाइंड करना है और लेबर है 70. सो आपको यहाँ पर इक्वेशन लिखना है सबसे पहले, दैट इज y इज इक्वल टू k multiply by x, k multiply by x. That means 17, अगर 1 लेबर को 250 है तो 17 लेबर को 250 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 17 करना है. सो y इज इक्वल टू kx, 250 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 17, so 4250 rupees. So y is equal to 4250 rupees. That means 17 the total the remuneration of 17 laborers is rupees 4250. Okay, after multiplying this we get here 4250. यानी कि 1 लेबर के लिए 250 रुपीज़ पे किए तो 17 लेबरर्स के लिए 4250 remuneration पे की. Now let us understand second type of variation, that is inverse variation. Inverse variation means if one quantity increases, other quantity decreases or vice versa. Now let us understand this in detail. X and y are in the inverse proportion, where x and y are in inverse proportion. Okay, x and y are the two quantity, they are in inverse proportion. That means if x is increasing, that means y is decreasing, they both are inverse. So this represent inverse variation formula. So x inversely varies 1 upon y. This is known as x inversely varies 1 upon y. Okay, this formula represent x inversely varies 1 upon y. Now here you can see the inverse relation. Okay, 1 upon y, where y is the denominator, but in the case of direct variation x varies, y was there, but in the case of inverse variation x inversely varies 1 upon y. That means k is equal to x will multiply by y. X is equal to 1 upon y. Whenever is equal to का sign is there, that means that time we have to do the cross multiplication. Now in the place of inverse we will put there is equal to sign. So x is equal to 1 upon y. That means y will multiply by x. Okay, so k is equal to x multiply by y. This you have to remember. Inverse variation means x inversely varies 1 upon y. Here x and y are two quantity where x is increasing and y is decreasing. Okay, and vice versa. That means if y increase, x decrease. If x increase, y decrease. This you have to remember. Okay, so x is equal to k multiply by 1 upon y. This is the equation, or we can say x into y is equal to k. Both the case we have to use. Okay, we can use both these case are right. So this is the equation of inverse variation. This is we learn. So here where k is constant, x into y is equal to k, or we can write k is equal to x into y. Simply we have to do here cross multiplication. So x will multiply by y and we have to keep this k outside. Now let's solve practice set 7.2, which is based on this example. Now question number 2. Find constant of variation and write equation of variation for every example given below. Here we have to find the constant of variation and we have to write the variation for every example. Now here sub question second says that z inversely varies 1 upon w when z is equal to 2.5, then w is equal to 24. Now my dear students, we have to present this solution in inverse variation form. Okay, where z is equal to 2.5 and W is equal to 24. So first right solution, Z inversely varies 1 upon W, where K is equal to, where Z is equal to K multiplied by 1 upon W. Z is equal to K multiplied by 1 upon W, equation of inverse variation, where Z multiplied by W, ZW is equal to K, where K is a constant. Here K is a constant. ZW is equal to K is the equation of variation. Simply we did their cross multiplication. Now W is equal to 24, Z is equal to 2.5. Here we have to find the K value, that is constant value. This is there in your question. W value is 24, Z value is 2.5, K means constant we have to find. So ZW is equal to K. That means 24 multiplied by 2.5 is equal to K. So here we will put K is equal to 2.5 multiplied by 24. 2.5 multiplied by 24 is equal to 60, not 25, it is 2.5. 2.5 multiplied by 24 give us 60. So constant of variation K is 60 and equation of variation is ZW is equal to 60. In the place of K we will put 60. So here Z is equal to 60 upon W. Z is equal to 60 upon W. See my dear students, हमने इक्वेशन जो था उसी का यूज़ किया है, जस्ट कांस्टेंट का K को रिमूव किए और उसके प्लेस पे हमने 60 को इंक्लूड किया है. So simple, so easy. Is that clear? This you have to write and just you have to replace the K value. Now let's solve sub question 4. X inversely varies 1 upon root y. Here root y is given. When x is equal to 15, then y is equal to 9. My dear students, root of 9 is 3. Yes, root of 9 is 3. So x inversely varies 1 upon root y, where x is equal to k multiplied by 1 upon root y. Okay, this you have to write, very very important. The equation of inverse variation. Now here you have to do cross multiplication. So x multiplied by root y. So x root y is equal to k, where k is constant. Simply we did here cross multiplication because here is equal to ka sign is there. Is equal to ka sign, that means cross multiplication. Now x value is 15. Y given value is 9 and here we have to find the K. K means constant we have to find. So here x root y is equal to K. X value is 15. In the place of root y we will put there 9. So K is equal to 15 multiplied by root y is root 9. So root 9 is root of 9 is 3. So 15 multiplied by 3 is equal to 45. That means K is equal to 45. Constant value is 45. Okay, so here constant of variation K is 45. Equation of variation is x root y is equal to 45. See my dear student, instead of writing K we will put there 45. Is that clear? So just remove this K and put there 45. So x is equal to 45 upon root y. Okay, so here x and root y as it is, just we have to include here 45, that is K value. K is nothing but the constant value. Is that clear my dear students? So this thing you have to remember when you are solving inverse variation constant term. Okay, so now let's solve question number 3. The boxes are to be filled with apples in a heap. If 24 apples are put in a box, then 27 boxes are needed. If 36 apples are filled in a box, how many boxes will be needed? Okay, so here in this question the boxes are to be filled with apple in a heap. Okay, this all are showing here. See this image are representing the boxes and apples. So if 24 apples are put in a boxes, then 27 boxes are needed. Okay, if 24 apple put in a boxes, then 27 boxes are needed. So this is the value where we can find the constant term. Now after finding constant we have to find this. If 36 apple are filled in a box, then how many boxes will be needed? ठीक है, यानी कि 24 और 36 से हम क्या फाइंड करेंगे? कांस्टेंट टर्म. एंड 36 के लिए हम कितने बॉक्सेस, 36 एप्पल के लिए कितने बॉक्सेस नीड करने वाले वो हमको फाइंड करना है. सो लेट x बी द नंबर ऑफ एप्पल्स इन अ बॉक्स एंड y बी द नंबर ऑफ बॉक्सेस. एज द नंबर ऑफ एप्पल फिल्ड इन अ बॉक्स इंक्रीज देन द नंबर ऑफ बॉक्स नीडेड डिक्रीज. ठीक है, यानी कि ज़्यादा, यानी कि अगर एक बॉक्स में मैक्सिमम एप्पल हमने रख दिया यानी कि हमें कम बॉक्सेस लगेंगे. इज दैट क्लियर? Therefore, they are in inverse variation. That means if the number of apple filled in a box increases, then the number of boxes need decreases. So, x inversely varies 1 upon y. Okay, here x inversely varies 1 upon y, where number of apple filled increases, then number of boxes need decreases. That is why we are using this formula, x inversely varies 1 upon y. That is x is equal to k multiplied by 1 upon y. So here the equation of inverse variation is xy, x will multiply by y, cross multiplication, xy is equal to k. K is constant here, k is constant. Now look at this question. I am going to show you your question. The boxes are to be filled with apple. This question is given. The boxes are to be filled with apple in a heap if 24 apples are put in a boxes. That means 24 apples is a x. And then 27 boxes are needed. That means y is equal to 27. Boxes is 27. Here we have to find the k value. K is nothing but constant. So x multiplied by y is equal to k. K is equal to 24 multiplied by 27. That is 648. After multiplying this 2, x into y, we get here 648. Is that clear? So now here you can see this, the boxes are to be filled with apple in a heap if 24 apples are put in a boxes and 27 boxes are needed. Simply we did this multiplication, we get here 648. So 24 multiplied by 27 is 648. Now if 36, here question says that if 36 apple are filled in a boxes, then how many boxes will be need? So that means we need decrease box, that means we need less boxes. Okay, here we need less number of boxes because number of apple is increasing. So x is equal to 36. We are going to find here y. Y is equal to, we are going to find here, and k is equal to 648. Now again use this formula, xy is equal to k. So 36 multiplied by y is equal to 648. Now here we are going to divide y is equal to 648 upon 36, that is equal to 18. Is that clear? 648 को आपको 36 से डिवाइड करना है, आपको यहाँ पर आंसर मिल जाएगा 18. So 18 boxes will be needed to fill the apples. Is that clear? That means here we needed 18 boxes to fill 36 apples in a box. Okay, so how many boxes? 18 boxes. This you have to remember. Now let's solve question number 4. Question number 4, you will be able to see there some letters, and with the help of that letter we have to represent our answer in symbolic form. So write the following statement using symbol of variation. Question 1, the wavelength of sound represent L and the frequency represent F, and in the inverse variation. Now we have to represent our answer like this. L inversely varies 1 upon f. Okay, because this is the variation where they are inversely varies. The wavelength of sound is L and the frequency is f. So here we have to show inverse variation. So L inversely varies 1 upon f. Second question, the intensity is I of a light varies inversely with the square of the distance d of a screen from the lamp. So I inversely varies 1 upon d. Intensity of a light is I and distance square of the distance is d. So I inversely varies 1 upon d square, because here square of the distance is given. So d square of the screen from the lamp. So this is the symbol which we used when we are seeing these letters. Okay, with the help of this letter we use this symbol, inverse variation, and we solve this. Now Let's solve what problems of practice set 7.3. Now here, practice set 7.3, question number 3. 120 bags of half-liter milk can be filled by a machine within 3 minutes. Find the time to fill such 1800 bags. Now my dear students, in this question, 120 bags of half-liter milk can be filled. This is given. And time is given how much? 3 minute time required for 120 such bag. 120 filling 120 such bag, 3 minutes require, and here we have to calculate, find the time to fill such 1800 बैग. यानी कि 1800 बैग के लिए कितना टाइम हमें कंज्यूम किया जाएगा वो हमको फाइंड करना है. 120 के लिए 3 मिनट्स है, 1800 के लिए हमें फाइंड करना है. सो हियर लेट सोल्यूशन, लेट x बी द नंबर ऑफ मिल्क बैग and y be the time in minutes need to fill the milk bag. Y be the time of minutes needed to fill the milk bag. So here x is the milk bag and y is the time. Y be the time means minute need to be filled milk bag. As the number of bag increase, then the time needed to fill those bags also increases. Okay, so this is the direct variation. Therefore they are in direct variation. So x varies y. Okay, here we will use the formula x varies y, because here number of bag increase, number of time also increase. Okay, so if number of time increase, that means number of bag also increase. So one quantity increase, other quantity also increase, that means it is a direct variation. So x varies y, where x is 120 and y is 3 minute. Okay, or we can say that x is 3 minute or y is 120 minute, depending upon your choice. आपके ऊपर है, आप 120 और 3 मिनट किसके लिए लेना चाहते हैं. So the equation of direct variation is x is equal to ky, k is constant. Here we have to show the value. So see the question, 120 of half liter milk can be filled by a machine within 3 minutes. So here 120 is x and 3 is y. So y is equal to 3 and x is equal to 120, k we have to find. So here x is equal to ky. So x value is 120. X is equal to ky, x value is 120 is equal to k multiply by 3. So simply k को आपको लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे लेना है और 120 और 3 को डिवाइड करना है 3 से. So 120 डिवाइड by 3 we get here 40. That means k is equal to 40. Here we find k value is how much? 40. That means हमें 40 यहाँ पर मिला. हमें कितना मिला? k is equal to 40 मिल गया. ठीक है. सो अभी हमको यहाँ पर पता चल गया है 120 बैग्स थे और 3 मिनट्स था. इससे हमने क्या फाइंड किया? के फाइंड किया. आफ्टर दिस हमको 1800 के लिए फाइंड करना है. ओके, सो हियर find the time to fill such 1800 bags. So here x is equal to 1800. अभी हमको क्या नहीं पता इसमें? y हमें फाइंड करना है और k की वैल्यू हमें मिल गई है 40. ठीक है. सो अभी अगेन वी विल यूज द सेम फॉर्मूला, x इज इक्वल टू ky. सो हियर 1800 इज इक्वल टू 40 मल्टीप्लाई बाय y. 40 multiply by y. Keep the y left hand side. 1800 divide by 40. So common 0 get cancel. After cancelling 4 ones are 4, 45s. Okay. So 40 ones are 40, 40, 45s are 1800. Like this we have to do. So y is equal to 45. Is that clear? So that means to find the time to fill such 1800 bag. So 45 minutes will be needed to fill 1800 bags. Is that clear, my dear students? So after applying the direct variation method, we did this. Okay, so here 45 minutes will be needed to fill 1800 bags. Is that clear? Now let's solve question number 4 of this practice set 7.3. Okay, so this we have to remember. Okay, here we used direct variation formula. Now we are going to read question number 7 and we decide which formula we are going to take. So question number 4 says that a car with speed 60 km per hour, 60 km per hour takes 8 hours to travel some distance. what should be the increase in the speed if the same distance is to be covered in 7.5 hours? So this we have to find. So here 60 kilometer and 8 hours is given. That means kilometer, for 60 kilometer 8 hours. That means x is equal to 60 kilometer per hour and 8 hours is the y. X is equal to 60 kilometer per hour and y is equal to 8 hour. So from this we will find constant value. Okay. After finding constant value, we will apply that constant value to find the kilometer. Okay, because here time is given 7.5 hour, 7.5 hour is given. See here, what should be the increase in speed if the same direction is to be covered in 7.5 hours? So this we have to find this. Okay, so increase in speed if the same distance is to be covered. So 7.5 hour is there. So now we are going to find this kilometer. So we are going to use the constant value and doing the same multiplication method. Okay, so this car is the car speed is 60 kilometer per hour and the time is 8 hour, duration is 8 hour. That means here solution, so let S be the speed of the car and T be the time in hour to cover a particular distance. Okay, T be the time in hour to cover a particular distance and S be the speed of the car. Okay, so speed of the car S represent and T represent time cover a particular distance. So this we are going to use here. So S is equal to 60 kilometer per hour and T is equal to 8 hour. Okay, after this here we are going to use S. As the speed of the car increases, then the time needed to cover particular distance decrease. See here, अगर स्पीड ऑफ द कार हम लोग इंक्रीज करते हैं तो हम लोग जल्दी हमारे डेस्टिनेशन पे पहुंचेंगे, और अगर हमारी स्पीड कम है, हम रुका रुका के जा रहे हैं, तो क्या होगा, कार की अगर स्पीड ज़्यादा है तो डिस्टेंस कवर कम करेगा. ठीक है, सो एज द स्पीड ऑफ द कार इंक्रीज देन द टाइम नीडेड कितना होगा, कम टाइम में हम जल्दी जाके पहुंचेंगे. ठीक है, सो एस इनवर्सली वेरीज 1/y. Okay, here we will use the inverse variation formula. S inversely varies 1/t. S inversely varies 1/t. That means S is equal to K multiplied by 1/t. So here S is equal to K multiplied by T. The equation of inverse variation is ST is equal to K, where K is constant. Here K is the constant value. ST is equal to K. K is constant. A car with speed 60 kilometer per hour takes 8 hours to travel some distance with so here S is equal to 60 kilometer per hour and 8 hours is the timing. Here we are going to find the constant value. So ST is equal to K. S is 60 and T is 8. Okay, so S into T, 60 into 8, that is equal to 480. That means constant value is 480. So we will use this 480 to find the speed for 7.5 hours. Okay, because we don't know now how much speed required to 7.5 hours. Okay, so this we are going to use. So now here we are going to find the speed if the same direction is to be covered in 7.5 hours. So हमें constant value का use करके 7.5 hours का inverse variation find करना है. So here we don't know the speed, but we know the time is 7.5. So 7.5, K is equal to 480. Constant value is 480. Now here T is equal to, time is how much, 7.5. Now here apply mixed fraction rule. 2 multiply by 7 plus 1 divide by 2. So 2 7s are 14 plus 1 15. 15 divide by 2 nothing but 7.5. So 15 divide by 2. We will use this 15 divide by 2. 2 7s are 14 plus 1 15. 15 divide by 2. So 15 divide by 2 we get here 7.5. How much? 7.5. So T is equal to 7.5 after dividing this, after applying mixed fraction rule. So after applying mixed fraction rule we get here 7.5. So ST is equal to K. Now ST value, S we don't know, S multiplied by T is 7.5 is equal to 480. Now keep the S on left hand side is equal to 480 upon 7.5. Just we have to divide this. So S is equal to 480 upon 7.5. This you have to calculate. So S is equal to 480 is the numerator एंड 7.5 इज द डिनोमिनेटर. आप यहाँ पर मल्टीप्लाई बाय 10 करके डेसिमल भी रिमूव कर सकते हैं या आप डायरेक्टली मल्टीप्लिकेशन कर सकते हो. सो 7.5 को मल्टीप्लाई बाय 10 किए, डेसिमल रिमूव करने के लिए न्यूमरेटर में भी 10 से मल्टीप्लाई करना है, डिनोमिनेटर में भी 10 से मल्टीप्लाई करने का. डिनोमिनेटर में 10 से मल्टीप्लाई किए, डेसिमल पॉइंट रिमूव हो जाएगा, 75 मिला. 7.5 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 10 75, 480 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 10 4800. नाउ 75 के टेबल में हमको देखना है 4800 कब आता है. ठीक है. सो सिंपली वी हैव टू डिवाइड 4800 डिवाइड बाय 75 हाउ मच. सो हियर 64. ओके, अब योर आंसर इज 64. सो 64 इज द स्पीड. ओके, 64 इज द स्पीड फॉर 7.5 आवर. 7.5 समय यानी कि 7.5 आवर्स के लिए हमें 64 मिनट्स इम्पॉर्टेंट है. Is that clear? So here we have find that 64 minute is needed. 64 minute is needed if the same distance to be covered in 7.5 hours. Okay, so the statement like this we will write here. What should be the increase in the speed? So here S1 is equal to 60 kilometer per hour. S2 is equal to 64 kilometer per hour. See here S2 is equal to 64 kilometer per hour. Now increase in speed is equal to S1 minus S2. 64 minus 60. Simply we have to do here subtraction. So here 4 hour जो है ना, उतना अगर आपकी स्पीड बढ़ती है तो 4 hour आप जल्दी पहुँचोगे. तो इंक्रीज इन स्पीड शुड बी 4 किलोमीटर पर आवर टू द covered to the same distance in 7.5 hours. यानी कि 4 किलोमीटर पर आवर की अगर स्पीड में आप चलते हो तो आप 7.5 आवर में वो डेस्टिनेशन पर रीच करोगे. Is that clear, my dear students? So in this way you have to solve all these sums. Okay, this question is quite difficult but it is easy to understand. Just you have to apply the technique, whether it is direct variation or whether it is inverse variation. Direct variation में क्या होता है, क्वांटिटी जो होती है वो दोनों भी इंक्रीज होती है, तब वो डायरेक्ट वेरिएशन होगा. और इन्वर्स वेरिएशन में वन इंक्रीज सेकेंड डिक्रीज. नाउ दिस इज योर होमवर्क. Okay, practice set 7.1, 7.2 and 7.3. All the sums, 7.1 all sums you have to write in your maths notebook. Also you have to write 7.2 all the sums and 7.3. Student remember, if you practice then only you will achieve. Okay, 8th स्टैंडर्ड का वेरिएशन टॉपिक जो है वो 9th स्टैंडर्ड के रेशियो एंड प्रपोर्शन से ऑलमोस्ट सेम है. सो आपको क्या करना है, ऑल दिस 3 प्रैक्टिस सेट 7.1, 7.2 एंड 7.3 एकदम अच्छे से आपको आपकी मैथ्स की नोटबुक में सॉल्व करना है. दिस इज़ योर टास्क. ओके, सो नाउ डू दिस सम्स इन योर मैथ्स नोटबुक एंड मेक द PDF एंड सेंड इट टू आवर मैथ्स ग्रुप. ओके, so enjoy learning, stay healthy, stay safe. Thank you for watching my video. Bye bye.